Okay, this is the equipment that I used for building the mobile field shelter. As you can see, I've got a level, cordless screwdriver, hammer, jigsaw, circular saw, a grinder, a handsaw, various drill pieces and bits, safety gear and specs, screws and all the other fixtures. That was all we needed to build this field shelter. Really pleased with it. So that's what you need if you want to do it yourself. Okay, this is the start of the mobile field shelter I'm going to be building. We've gone off, we've got the lengths of wood. And all the metal. Not the wood, and the metal. Right, so we're going to see how it all goes together. So I'm just prepping the metal now for the skids, for the main chassis part of the build. And all I've done, as you can see, is just taken a little notch out and then get the hammer, bend it up, and then we'll just put a weld down there just to hold it all together, and then we'll bolt all this lot together. Okay, I've just laid out the chassis on the floor just to dry fit it all together and see how it's all going to look and what size it is. We've had the metal cut 2 lengths of 6 meters and 3 lengths at 4 meters. It's quite a good size, be suitable for 2 horses. And just drilling it all out, ready for all the fixings. We'll be bringing up coach bolts every meter to fix it to the wood for the floor plate. So once we've done all this, because we couldn't get galvanised steel, we're in France, we're going to have to treat this with some hammerite, so we're just going to give it a good clean up. We'll get it painted and then we'll start bolting it all together. So we'll show you the progress. Okay, as you can see, the skids are now all painted up. The sole plates have also been treated, as they're going to be exposed to a lot of mud over the period of their life. We thought we'd give them a damn good soaking, so they will really last the test of time. We've got all the timber ready for the timber frame structure. So what I'm going to do now is start building up the individual stud walls that will be connected to the skid. So I'm going to start that now. It'll just be your basic stud wall construction, so fairly simple. Okay, I've just let this out dry. This is going to be the back wall. It's just over 2.5 meters tall and it'll be 6 meters wide. The sole plate and the top plate, to suit the metal that we bought, that's 11 centimeters by 7.5 centimeters, and we've just got 6.5 centimeters by 6.5 centimeters for the stud, because that's all we could find at a good price. We haven't got the best choice of materials, being in rural France, so we've got to use what we can get. So I'm just going to screw all this together, nog it out, and that'll be the first part of the stud wall. Okay, so we've brought the 2 main front and back walls that I've built up down to the field, because access into the field was down a very severe slope and I didn't want to risk twisting the structure before we got it all fully built and braced, so it's just easier to do it down here. So as you can see, it is literally a stud wall, a very basic stud wall, just sitting on top of the metal skid. I've bolted that to it using some corrosion free bolts, plenty of fixings every meter, doubles at the end, set out at 600 centres, and all I'm going to do now is put the cross members, we're having one at each end and one in the middle, bolt it all together, and then I'll build up the framework in between for the sides. Obviously that's 1 doorway, 2 metre opening, and we're going to put another 2 metre opening there. Okay, we've nearly completed the main structure now. We've had 3 walls built up, we've just got to build the other end wall going across the back. So we'll do that and then we'll show you what it looks like, but it's going really well. I'm very happy. Okay, the main structure is now all fully ready for cladding in the kickboards inside. I've just spent the last day just nogging out, doing the roof and putting in any extra bits for any corner fixings, so it's all looking very nice. I'll just go round so you can see it. So you can see I've knocked it out as well to take for the roof sheeting that we're putting up. So I am literally ready to start putting the kickboards and stuff on. Okay, I've now put up all the kickboard the whole way round, so that's that done. The only two things really left to do now is do the cladding and put the roof on, so I'll start getting on with that now. Okay, so after a very long day yesterday, I managed to get the roof all up and fixed down into position, so that's all ready. So just got to clad it and then put a couple of fixings on for towing it, treat it, and then this job's done. So we'll start cladding it now, which is going to take hours, so we'll show you the progress. Right, that's the field shelter, all nice and complete. A relatively easy process, as long as you're handy with hand tools and power tools. Pretty happy with the results. It's the first time I've ever built one. It's basically like building an oversized shed on a metal chassis, so fairly basic, fairly easy. I'll just walk us around it. So nice and spacious for 2 horses. Keep them out of the worst weather. So we're bringing the horses over so they can have their first look. This old boy will enjoy it. There you go. Look at that, straight in there. You going in next, are you, bro? Go on then, big boy. Here's a new boy on the block. Go on then, Tango, show him who's boss. Brilliant. Oh, they're all in there. Yeah. Oh well, mission accomplished.